Guys, it's Sarah, and today let's talk about adaptations because there have been quite a few adaptations that have been announced lately. So books that are going to be adapted to either movies or TV shows or whatever it is that they decide to adapt it to that I own and that I have on my TBR. And now I'm like, oh crap, I really need to read that. So some of these are kind of moving a little bit up on my priority list now, which is a good thing. It's also a little bit like, oh, okay, I got to get on that. So I'm going to talk about some that some of them have already been adapted. I just need to read them. And then some are in the process of being adapted or have just been announced type of thing. All right, we're going to start with movies because that's probably the lowest category here. A lot of what I have been adapted for TV, which is interesting, or Netflix. Netflix is really jumping on the adaptation bandwagon. So there's quite a bit on Netflix that are either already out that I want to watch, but I need to read first, or have been announced that are going to be coming that I need to read. And I'm definitely one of those people who I want to read the book before I see the adaptation, if it's a book I've already been interested in anyway. So I won't read a book just to watch the movie adaptation. You know, if I don't care about the book that much, I'll just watch the movie, or if I don't care at all, I won't do either. But if I decide I do want to read the book, I have to read it first. So, all right, movies. The first one, let's talk about this. Because I was considering unhauling this, and so many of you, like, it was a mob. It was, don't you dare get rid of that, Sarah. And I was like, okay, I hear you. I have it. It's here. It's on my TBR cart right now. I plan to read this year. It's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry. It's here. I plan to read it. I don't know if I'm going to watch the movie. I'll be honest with you, but I do have the book. It has been adapted, so I'm going to read it. This next one is one that I think I did hear about. I think it had been announced, and I think I forgot about it, but that's The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. This is a big book, you guys, a really big one. But this is being adapted into a movie, and it's starring Nicole Kidman and Luke Wilson. So that definitely has me interested. I really, really love Nicole Kidman and her work. So this is definitely one that's kind of working its way up on my TBR. Like, maybe I'll get to it sooner rather than later, especially if a movie's coming out this year. And yeah. And then this last one for the movie section is one that I knew was coming out soon, and it's going to be coming out sometime this year. And that's Where Did You Go Bernadette? And this is by Maria Semple. And I've heard really good things about this. And the movie is starring Cate Blanchett. She's in this movie. So I really like her a lot as well. So definitely kind of moving up on my list. But this is a contemporary book, and it's not a huge chunker. So I should probably definitely get to this soon too. Okay, so that's it for the movies. Let's talk about TV show adaptations. And I'm going to start with the ones that have kind of been announced that are going to be like, oh, coming up. So I still have some time to read them. The first one is the Grishaverse is coming to Netflix. I don't know how they're going to do it because this does include an original trilogy, and then it has a duology after that, but it's set in the same world. I don't know how they're going to do it. It's just been announced, so I don't know any details basically about it. But I do know that I at least have the first book, and I haven't read anything from Leigh Bardugo. I haven't read anything in the Grishaverse, and I really want to. So this one I am going to be planning to pick up sometime this year for sure, and maybe see if I can just read all of them. Hopefully I'm going to like the first one. I'm not allowing myself to buy them until I read this first one to see what I think first though. But I do have the first one, and I do plan to get to it. And one that was just announced, you guys, and I went, oh crap. The Stand by Stephen King. Yep, let's go ahead and pick one of the biggest books on my TBR and let's adapt it. So great, super awesome, thanks. I think, is this going to be a Netflix as well? I think it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it's Netflix did this one too. But if I'm wrong, please let me know down below. Yeah, but this is like a post-apocalyptic surrounding a disease. I'm definitely interested in it. It is on my shelves. I've had it for a while, and this is on the Great American Reads as well. So I'm kind of, definitely more interested, and it's so long, you guys. And I do have a mass market, which I don't love. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to keep the mass market or if I don't know. I may just give it a try because I do have it. So But yeah, so this is moving up on kind of like going on my radar. It's getting a little bit closer because they are going to be adapting it, and this is going to take me a while to read. So I figure I should probably get a head start so I can have it read before anything happens, but it has just been announced. So I know it's going to take some time for them to get it going, but yeah. Ooh. Then another one that is coming to Amazon very, very soon. It's already been produced. I'm not sure when it's going to start, but it's going to be very soon. And that's Good Omens. And this is written by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman. I love Neil Gaiman as an author. I want to read so much more of his work. So this is just another one. My sister gave me this for Christmas because it's one of her favorite books of all time, and she knows I haven't read it. So the TV series looks hilarious. Like there's already a trailer out. It's already been shot. It looks really, really funny, and I'm definitely excited to read it. But since she gave it to me for Christmas, I was like, okay, that's going to be read soon. And then one more that has just been announced is Nosferatu. This is written by Joe Hill. I have this on my Kindle, and this is a vampire book, I believe. Joe Hill is actually the son of Stephen King, and I've heard very good things about his writing as well. And this is going to be on AMC. AMC has not let me down with their shows yet. So that makes me very excited to see how they do it. But I do need to read that book. And then I do have a few books that have already been adapted. There are shows that are either completed or they're already airing and they're on and they are ready for me to watch them. I just have to read the books first. The first one is The Magicians, and this is a book trilogy that is written by Lev Grossman. I do have all 3 books on my Kindle, and I've heard really good things about the show. My sister really likes it and has been telling me I need to watch it. And I'm like, but I need to read it first. She's like, then do it. So I definitely need to. But yeah, I definitely want to read that trilogy before I start the show. But that is 3 books to read. But I'm still excited to do that. Another one that is on AMC is The Terror by Dan Simmons. And I talked about this one recently, and a lot of you guys were saying like you read it and you really, really liked it. I have heard it can be a little bit slow moving at parts. I'm expecting that. But overall, just like really good things about this one. So yeah, it's a chunker though. Like this is a dense one. So this one would take me some time, but I definitely want to read it before I watch the show. Another one that is on Netflix that has already shown up, and that is Waterloo Down by Richard Adams. I have never read this book. I think I tried to read it at one point, but it didn't capture my attention, so I put it down, and I don't think I got very far. So I definitely want to pick this up again and try to read this one, because I hear literally nothing but good things about this book, and a lot of people are like, oh, that's one of my favorite books ever, and it's such a classic, and I can't believe you haven't read that. And yeah, I know. I tried at one point. I don't think my mind was in the right mind frame. So I definitely want to go ahead and read it soon so I can watch the adaptation. And then the last one that is already on Netflix is Burt Box by Josh Malerman. And so many people are talking about this adaptation, and so many people who have not read the book are talking about this adaptation and how much they loved it and everything. And I'm like, that was a book. Just so everyone knows. So I haven't read it. It is a shorter book, so I do need to probably get to it soon. But it is definitely like a horror suspense book, and I'm excited to read it. I think it's definitely one of Josh Malerman's more popular books, and I've heard really, really good things about it. So that's another one moving up on my list. Okay, guys, that is it. That is just a few of the books that I have that have been adapted that I really want to start making more of a priority. Maybe hopefully this year I can get to a whole bunch of these. That would be great. We're going to see how it goes. But those are just kind of ones that are popping up a little bit more in my mind about I should really pick that up soon. Let me know down below what some of your adaptation are that you either want to read the book first because it's coming out soon and all that stuff. Have any of these types of books started to kind of prick your interest because of an adaptation coming out? Let me know down below what some of your guys's are. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day.